Suncoast NPI, a world-class networking organization with a community look and feel. We're all about passing qualified business referrals and have chapters throughout the Tampa Bay area. Suncoast NPI, when we pull together,
we all win!
Hello world, I'm John Marshall, owner of Suncoast NPI, and we are Suncoast NPI Podcast coming at you live, man. And dude, look at this jacket today with this guy, Logan Catt, the president of American Paint.
That's it, that's me.
Dude, I am stoked, man. This is session number 6, and this is the first time that, I don't know, both of us have had jackets. I wish I had a jacket as cool as you, but, NPI, seat specific, you're a painter, you're a freaking stud, right? Suncoast NPI, we look at people's servant's heart. Dude, that heart is bigger than your head. And your head's big sometimes, bro.
I couldn't even fit through that door right there, John Marshall.
And finally committed to the commitment, making chapters thrive. Boom! That's you, baby. This is all about you today, and I'm stoked that we're here. American Painters, Logan Catt, tell us a little bit about what's up with you. One of the things we do is a 30-second elevator pitch. Why don't we start off with that so the world gets to know you right out of the gate?
Yeah, right off the bat. All right, so my name is Logan Catt. I'm the president of American Painters, Inc. We are a Tampa Bay local, licensed, insured, professional painting company. We deliver professional interior, exterior paint jobs, and what that allows is we don't skip any prep work. That means we caulk all the cracks, we patch all the stucco, we use sealer, we use paint, and we use top-of-the-line paint. We're not getting A100 or water, you're getting the top-tier paint on your home. We pay our guys the top upper echelon because we have to retain the top talent. Anyone can paint, but a professional painter is who we use.
That's like, drop it. Yeah. I mean, come on, we're over. I mean, this game's over already. Dude, you're a stud, bro.
You're a stud, John Marshall.
Dude, you're like, I don't know.
You know how many people,
I love you, man.
You know how many people ask me if I'm related to you?
How many?
Like, every time I go to a meeting, they go, what's the deal there? He's your dad, isn't he?
And you know what? On the flip, on the other side, every time I go somewhere, they're like, dude, what's up with Logan? Is that your son? Is that your boy? You know what I tell him?
What?
I tell him, I love the Lord, but, in my prior life, when I went to school at Florida State, I didn't know who the Lord was.
Yeah.
And our age difference kind of plays that out. I'm like, so he may or may not be my son.
You don't tell him that.
But, I can neither deny nor confirm that.
Yeah.
But, dude, we got a lot of stuff going on here, and your energy is freaking through the roof.
Yeah.
And, dude, I just love hanging out with you. You get me fired up.
I love hanging out with you. This is great.
Let's tear this thing up. So,
right.
we got a little prop. We got some props today.
I see that.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready.
Hey, you're always ready. What are you talking about?
We prep.
Yeah, we're always ready. So one of the things that we're doing, Logan's been a professional for 7 years, and I'm gonna let him tell all his story, the whole thing, because it's mind blowing and it's inspirational, it's uplifting. I know you're gonna encourage thousands of people out there today in the next 20 minutes with our conversation. I know it. I just know it in my heart. But one of the things we talked about before is you like to throw down the F-bombs every now and then.
I absolutely love the F-bombs.
Yeah, I know. So as in the professional world, that's one of the things we're working on with Logan Catt. So iron sharpens iron. So Logan, this is called the cuss jar.
Oh, no.
So when it happens, because I know it's going to come out, you're going to have the opportunity.
Gotcha.
You're going to either put some cash in there, or actually just do a shot. And I'll do a shot with you, all right?
You want to start
let's do it right now. Let's go. You ready? Let's just get this thing going. All right, here we go.
Man, that's really not water.
Oh, yeah! All right, are we ready for this? All right, now it's a party. All right, and you didn't even throw out an F-bomb.
Not yet.
So I owe you one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So
remember, I grew up on job sites now. You know what I mean? So an F-bomb to me is almost like a verb, it's an action, Get over there.
Hey,
down there. All right, that's one.
Put it in there.
All right.
Put it in there.
All right, come on.
Dude, we're gonna do drinks for everybody here in a little bit. Oh man, so let's take a half step back. Because your story is insane, and I really want you to connect with these people. The basic question I have is, how has an entrepreneur affected your family life? How has you being an entrepreneur affected your family life? But I know there's a story behind it. So do you mind just sharing your heart, what's been going on, what your story is, and how you got to where you are right now?
Absolutely. So as of the recording today, I'm 25 years old, and I run a painting company that has 28 W-2 full-time painters. And the question everybody asks me is, how in the world did you get into painting? And the story is, my dad started American Painters in 1994. It was him, my Uncle Bob, and a pickup truck. And they just went around and they did paint jobs. And my dad went from painter to entrepreneur. And so growing up, literally from the age of 7 years old, my dad made me go to job sites. And when I say made me, I mean, I cried my first day. I was like, I don't want to go to a job site. I want to go play. I'm 7, you know? What are you doing? But so from 7 years old, I was cleaning brushes, I was picking up trash, and I learned the trade of painting. And so with that, I had done painting every summer from the time I was literally 7 years old.
That's amazing.
And then at 16, when I had my truck, I became a foreman, running job sites, running a sprayer in the summer.
Yep.
And then at 18, I was going to USF at night, so go Bulls, there's my shameless plug, go Bulls. I was doing estimates during the day, coming out, telling customers it'll be X amount of dollars to paint your house. And then I was going to USF at night, learning about business management. I did that for about 2 years. And then, you know what happens when you work with family, right? I thought I was all cool because I was hot and I was 20 and I was making money. And my dad didn't like that, so he fired me. And when he fired me, I had to go learn how to be a professional. I had to really get it together. And so when I did that, I went and I got into real estate. I learned the ins and outs of running a company. I learned how to be self-sufficient, how to prospect, how to find leads. And then, unexpectedly, about 2 years ago now, my dad actually took his own life. And when he did that, there was a company with 10 employees, my mom, and then my 4 brothers and sisters were all left behind. So my mom called me and she said, you either need to find a job for me and help me or help me get hired, or you need to come help me run this business. And it was a no-brainer. Absolutely, I'm there. And I tell everybody, it's a really sad opportunity. You know, obviously I would trade it all to have my dad back, but I was able to step in, and in those 2 years, we have really grown. We focused on finding leads, networking with great groups such as MPI, and spreading the word of quality paint jobs. And we've gone from the 10 employees to 28. And also, instead of being just a painter and a paint company, we're a large paint contractor. We can service your home. We can service condo building up to 20 stories tall. We're OSHA 10 and 40 approved.
Gotcha.
You know, swing stage, all of it. So we're going from being a small paint company to a large paint contractor. And like I said, all of that is due to the hard work my dad put in and laid as a foundation for me.
Yep.
And so there are people who have not had nearly the stepladder or the catapult that I had. So if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it because I've been given this great opportunity. So we're taking it all the way up, all the way to the top.
Dude, there is no doubt in my mind that you're going to take it all the way to the top.
Thanks, John Morris.
And I appreciate you sharing that with the world, because I know there's somebody out there that needed to hear what you said.
Yeah.
And it just makes my heart break just with the situation that it came about. But it also makes my heart shout with glee on the flip side, and how have you come back around, you worked your tail off early on, you know, got fired from your dad, right?
It happens.
And then getting out there and working again. This is American dream right here. This is a story. This is the American dream. Look at that freaking jacket.
Yeah, well,
you know. And so go ahead.
Well, what I tell people is my personal slogan is put 100% effort into 100% of activity, because you can do something. Anyone can do something,
right.
But if you don't do it with 100% effort, it's not going to grow into anything. And you know, this is the company that put me through Tampa Bay Youth Football League, paid for my tuxedo for prom. So not only do I give 100%, I give 120% every single day. Like I said, I've got 28 painters, and the thing I take the most pride in is making sure every single one of those every single one of those painters works 40 hours a week. Because I was there when my dad didn't have work, when it was slow, he would stay at home. You know what I mean? And he didn't get paid.
Right.
So for me, it's very important that all 28 of those guys get a full 40. They get food on their table, and that is why I do it at 100%. There's nothing means more to me than this company.
Amen, man. Amen. And if that doesn't get you fired up out there,
Fired up!
I really don't know what will. And this guy, I've got to know you over, it's not been all that long, but it feels like it's been a long time. And I mean that in a great way, because I feel like that we have a lot of synergy. Our ages are different, but our attitudes and our energy level are pretty much spot on. So I'm just stoked to see where life takes you and where it takes us as we kind of grow together and all this stuff.
We've been kicked out of a few restaurants just for having a conversation.
You know, hey.
It's
all good. That's part of the game.
But meeting me's been a blessing, John Marshall. I really mean that.
No, right back at you, brother. Right back at you. So let's ask a question. So you did a good job on holding off the F-bomb.
Yeah.
You know, I thought you were going to have to either do a shot or put in some money.
I got to drive.
You know.
I got places to go after this. I can't afford. Let's go.
See, we might break up the habit of the F-bombs right here today.
Right
you
now.
guys saw this. So fear. Fear can be a paralyzing word, or I think it can be a word that actually inspires you and gets you going. So what is kind of, if you had to talk about fear, what would be one of your greatest fears and how do you go about managing it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
So-
I came up with it on my own just now. See what happens?
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
My
I'll
greatest
do it.
fear. So I'll do that, John Marshall. I would say my greatest fear, and I mean this, is not fulfilling what the good Lord wants from me. Because I feel like I have so much that I can give or I could do for people. People say I have a lot of energy, which is crazy because I feel tired all of the time.
No.
But, if there's anyone in my life, I want them to have a better life for knowing me. So my greatest fear is not being able to help that one person that needed me, sincerely, whether it be a painter, whether it be you, whether it be any other business owner. I mean, you saw, I'm the top referrer, shameless plug, top referrer in the chapter, because I gotta help them. I want people around me to have a better life for knowing me. So my biggest fear is someone kills themselves because they didn't hear what I have to say. Someone doesn't achieve their greatness because they didn't hear what I have to say. That's probably my biggest fear. I mean, sincerely.
I don't have anything else to say, dude. I mean, are you kidding me?
And spiders. I hate spiders.
I thought you were just going to say roaches.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey,
spiders.
I don't like rabbits. I moved to Florida and I like roaches.
Anything with 8 legs is too much. That's too many legs, man.
So I feel like you've been an entrepreneur you're definitely wiser and more skilled than the average person at 25.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, let's go! Yeah. It's all right. We'll get there. We'll get Uber later.
I'm a
okay.
painter. I'm
this
a painter.
is an Uber. This is an Uber show. All right.
Uber
Yeah, actually, Uber could be a great sponsor for us if we keep doing this. So, what do you enjoy most about being an entrepreneur? You've been doing this for a while. What gets you jacked up on that?
Well, like I said, I take a lot of pride in making sure my guys have, full 40 hours.
Yep.
A lot of people ask me, they say, is it hard, to be 25 and lead these guys? Do they ever give you any grief? And I'll tell you, they all love me. They bicker amongst themselves a lot, but they all love me. So for me to be an entrepreneur, what I love the most about it is, I would really say is just providing a job for people. I know that sounds like an obvious answer, but I mean that because, like I said, for me, if I didn't have the opportunity to work, I don't know what I would do with my life. And I've known a lot of friends of mine who didn't work or didn't do things with their life, and they got into drugs, they got into alcohol, they got into negative things.
Yeah.
And so if I can put a painter on a job site for 40 hours, you know what I mean? That's 40 hours he's not doing drugs, not doing alcohol. By the way, all of our painters are currently background checked and drug tested. But sincerely, you know what I mean? It can turn work can turn someone's life around.
Amen.
So being an entrepreneur, providing for my guys is probably my mom. I love my mom. She's my business partner. I do work with my mom. So hey, mom.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
What's up? I can't wait to meet you, Mom. I haven't had the pleasure yet, but I know it's coming.
She's shy. Everybody meets me and they go, "Isn't your mom just like you?" No, she's
No,
super shy.
introvert.
I know.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I really can't, but.
Yeah.
So I'm a little scared to ask this question because I'm kind of curious to see which way this one's going to go.
Okay.
Because this is definitely not scripted, everybody. And we want you guys to have fun, learn, and we want to say, laugh a little bit too. So, Logan Catt,
Yes, sir.
if you had a magic stick.
I do.
Not scripted. Oh, no.
Is that $1?
No. What would you change? What would you change in America or the world? What would you change? If you had a magic stick, what would it look like?
Man, that is a great question. If I had a magic stick and I could change America or the world, so I'm going to start with America. Number one, I would make everyone in the world, or everyone in America, much more appreciative of being here. Because as we know right now, there are American citizens who are left in Afghanistan, and Afghanistan civilians are scared for their life right now.
Yep.
I don't have that. I get to get up here every week and be a moron because I have the greatest military in the world defending me, and I wish every single American that ever complains about our government or anything else, we hate government, but I wish they would appreciate the American freedoms that we have. And I wish I could just drop that knowledge on every single person, because the highest form of energy is gratitude. When you're feeling grateful for something or grateful to somebody, that's when you do your best work. Yeah. And I'm grateful every day to be here, because I know I couldn't. I know that there's a chance I wouldn't have been. So if I had a magic stick, I would drop just gratitude on everybody. Yeah. But in the world, if I could change one thing in the entire world, I think if I could change the entire world with a magic stick, I would really want the world to get along. Whether it be race, religion, culture, anything that divides us, to me is just trivial. Because we're all humans. We're the human race, you know what I mean? Yeah. Some of my best friends in the entire world are foreigners from other countries, and they were afraid they weren't going to be accepted here. But their culture is what makes them great, and what makes America great is all that mixing of it. So I would just get rid of all of that divide in the world if I had a magic stick. That's a really good question, John Marshall.
But you only gave me 2, man.
Do I need more?
Yeah, we needed 3.
All right, 3. All right, and then one other thing, if I could change the world, I would put an abundance of food. And what I mean by that is I'm saying I would put a Chipotle on every
There we go.
Because I love Chipotle. All right, there you go.
that Chipotle? There's our second sponsor, man. Dude, racking it, baby. No, but that's great. And I know the last one, you do love Chipotle, but the other 2 are legit, man. It's like, freedom doesn't come. Dude!
It was sitting there taunting me. It said, hey, don't be a bitch.
Don't tell anybody what time it is.
I said it, okay?
That one almost slipped by me.
I caught it.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Whatever. The price of freedom is a big price. So there's no doubt about that.
$2 so far. That's freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. So, all right, you're a painter. What's fired up? What are you most excited about at work right now? What do you see going on in the painting world?
Yeah, so right now, what's great is obviously all the trades industries are booming. People are at home, they see their walls, they go, I hate this beige. And I'm like, good, I hate it too. Let's paint it. Let's change it. But what I'm really focusing on right now is townhome communities, condo buildings, HOAs. Like I said, we're going from being a residential painter, and we're still going to do that. We do about 5 to 7 residences per week, but we're getting into doing apartment complexes, condos, HOAs, townhome communities. Right now we have 2 going in addition to our 5 to 7 homes per week. So that's what's getting me jazzed up, is I'm out there doing everything I can to get in front of as much square footage as possible. And like I said, why that's great is because, say there's a slow week. If you have a condo building that is 100,000 square feet, I can send all 28 of my guys to that week, and all 28 of my guys get a 40-hour work week. So I'm jazzed about that, man.
That's awesome.
And also,
there's a little bit of cash coming in.
A little bit of money in there.
So on the flip side, that's great. And what about the infamous question? What kind of keeps you up at night? A 25 entrepreneur, you got 28 people working for you, you and your mom doing this.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that kind of stress you out?
Well, when my mom says, "Hey, cash is tight right now," that stresses me out. I'm like, "All right, Mom, you're gonna sit in my room? Come on." No, so obviously rain. You know, my weather machine is not working yet. I've been working on it every day.
Yeah.
So if anyone has a good weather machine, I'll buy it off you. But you know, so the weather obviously affects what we do, and so that's a bummer. When it rains, you can't paint outside.
Yep.
But the other things that keep me up are, I want my painters to feel appreciated. You know what I mean? Because I do. I can sell all the jobs, but if there's no one to complete the work, it means nothing, right?
Absolutely.
So I want my painters to feel appreciated, and I hurt when I know that one of them is going through something. And what I mean by that is one of them is going through a divorce right now. I'm not going to say your name. If you see it, I'm sorry. But because he's going through a divorce, his mind has been elsewhere. So I said, hey, you know what? Take a week. I'll pay you for the week. Get your life straightened out, and then come back stronger than ever. Because I have problems. Everybody has problems. You know what I mean? Absolutely. I don't know if John Marshall has problems.
No, we all have problems, brother.
But when life hits, I want my guys to know they're not just a worker bee. They're my guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really, my painters feeling appreciated is a big concern of mine. I want every day, I want them to know that I love them. I really do, because I couldn't do this without them.
Yeah, it's an extension of your family, right?
Absolutely,
So, I mean,
it is my family.
It shows you just a little bit more of your heart, which is incredible. Yeah, dude, you're awesome.
You're awesome.
So let's lean into the camera a little bit.
All right.
People are leaning in. I think people are gonna like, wow, these guys are a little crazy together. But what can we?
2 shots in.
Hey, there's more if we want. We can close with one if we want. We're feeling it, but it's early. It's whatever.
Yeah. It's 11:20 a.m. people.
No, PM. It's PM.
Yeah. Go on.
Forget the light outside. What can we do to help you? What's some things that either I, your NPI family, or somebody that's out there listening, what's kind of on your list?
Yeah, well, so obviously, if you hate the color of your walls, so do I. Let's paint them. But sincerely, a big win for me are HOA board members, property managers, and anyone who is in charge of a lot of square footage, commercial buildings, that kind of thing. Maintenance managers are huge too. The guys with their butt crack hanging out when they're fixing a pipe, those guys make $200,000 plus decisions on paint jobs. So anyone who's an HOA board member, a property manager, or a maintenance manager, that is an excellent referral for me. And again, it's not just for me, it's for all 28 of my guys and my mom. So sincerely, that's the best.
That's awesome. And then how can we get in touch with you? How can the world get in touch with you?
All right, so you can call me, and I'm going to give this out, 727-333-5538. Again, 727-333-5538. That's my direct cell phone. Any NPI member, anyone who's in our NPI family here, call me directly. I do have a full-time estimator that goes out and does all of the residential estimates under 8,000 or 4,000 square feet. So if you're an NPI, I want to service your referral directly. Our office number is 813-368-9965, 813-368-9965. So you can call the office, but if you need to get a hold of me, 727-333-5538.
That's awesome. So I want to do a couple things and then wrap up with a quote, okay?
All right.
So one, I'm trying to think which one I want to do first. So I want to kind of announce this to the world, right? Because I don't know if everybody's heard this. I mean, our synergy is pretty dynamic. I think it comes across pretty fluid. We definitely know, like, and trust each other. And this little thing called Suncoast NPI is blowing up. It's 30 plus years, and it's getting ready to get in hockey stick mode just because the writing's on the wall. Okay. So I want to tell the world right now, as the owner of Suncoast NPI, that Logan Catt is coming alongside of me to be NPI brand ambassador, starting as of officially 2 weeks ago, but really kind of like today's September 1. So that's the day that's we're officially starting it. So today's the day, bro. You're in. Let's go, baby. Yeah. So Logan, maybe so just so people know. So you got a way to get in touch with him. You know what a great referral is for him with the HOA, property manager, commercial building person, maintenance person. But he's going to be at the tip of the spear for NPI as we take this thing to the next level and then some over the next few years.
Absolutely.
So Logan's going to be out there. Maybe just share a little bit why that you wanted to, we had a lot of conversations that got us to this point. Why is that something you wanted to do?
Why be a brand ambassador? Right?
Yeah.
Just so you know, he's not paying me to be a brand ambassador, not yet. Sincerely, I've been a part of different networking groups, and I am well connected with, obviously, the Palm Harbor Chamber is a great, partner with us.
Yep.
But NPI has, what was it,
64% close rate.
64% close rate. So when I was in a different networking group, I probably had a 15% close rate. But here, almost every referral I've gotten has closed. And the other ones I haven't gotten, I would put money on to say they're going to close. And why that is because we're here, we're in person, we talk to each other, we care about each other, and we hold each other accountable for these referrals. And it's one of the biggest leads I've gotten this year has come from NPI. So it really is helping feed me, my 28 guys, and just grow our business. So I believe in it. If I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't put an hour towards it. You know what I mean? But I do. I believe in it wholeheartedly. And so because I know it works, I know there's a ton of business owners out there. Like I said, top refer. And because of that, I want to help all these other business owners get money. And I mean, what do we say? The reasons for BNI, number one is to make money. Two, to know other professionals you wouldn't otherwise know. And knowing those professionals has made me a resource for my people.
Absolutely.
Every single person that I talk to for an estimate, I say, hey, and if you need any other work, I've got a screen guy, I've got an AC guy, I've got a plumber. Let me know. I can help you out.
Yeah, for sure. So I know you have some more money in your pocket. I'm going to tell you to put in one. And as you put it in there, I'm going to tell you why.
All
right. So this is just going to be, iron sharpens iron. He just said, if you guys play it back, that one of his biggest leads that he's gotten here, we're not a leads group, people. We're a referral group. Referral group. If you're out the tip of the spear, referral. I don't ever want to hear leads again, right? We're the only company on the planet that can literally say 64% is our average close rate. And that's because we pass qualified business referrals. So yes. I know. Yeah. It's all good.
Even as the ambassador, I made a faux pas. but I mean that though. Just I was so dialed in on the fact that they close. It's not just someone shouting me out on Facebook.
Gotcha.
Please do. American Painters Inc. on Facebook. But it's people who have warmed up that conversation and said, hey, I know a clean-cut professional painter.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy and my son out of a truck. I'm a professional painter. I'm licensed. I'm insured. I'm going to come out there. I'm going to do a quality job. Any issues, you get a 10-year labor warranty. We're going to come out and fix it. And if someone warms up that seat for me, I'm going to come in and, you know what I mean?
Every single time, baby. I know what you need, brother. So we're going to pass this other one. We're going to close this thing out. We're going to close this thing out. It's late. It's late, late in the evening, so we can do this, right? Our editor, John Mark, TalkEdits.com, is over here shaking his head. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
But we're doing it. We're doing it. Logan Catt, American Painters. So, I'm stoked to have you on board as the ambassador.
Stoked to be on board.
We're getting ready to take this thing to the next level, and it's going to be largely due to you. And we're only as good as our individual member, and each one of our individual members, they're a rock star. So, close this out, because this is your show. Give us a fired up motivational quote, and then let's say peace out.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you a quote, but I'm going to give you this for motivation. This past week, we had 13 service members die in a suicide bombing in Afghanistan. And that motivates me more than anything. Because that's 13 people who put their life on the line to protect my rights as an American, protect me, my freedoms. And if that doesn't motivate you, then you need to wake the fuck up.
Put it in. Oh, man. We got to work on that app. We got to put some more money in there. Yo, he got an IOU, people. Logan Catt has an IOU for the F-bomb bucket. Logan Catt, American Painters. Love you, brother. Suncoast NPI podcast. This one was off the chain. So if you liked what you saw today, hit the subscribe button, not only here on our website, but on our social media channels to see this and much, much more. You will grow in abundance and have fun doing so. John Marshall, Suncoast NPI. When we pull together,
we all win!